Hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
We know what we're here
Yeah.
for.
Oh, got the fan. Tears.
The church band.
Um,
Damn.
the world is in mourning. Welcome to episode 2 review with the Fromily. I'm Tamon Kane here with my bro Ty. How you doing?
Listen, I'm feeling great, feeling real somber, this for this episode. This this was a this was an emotional roller coaster
Mhm.
and like a dementor, it took a lot out of me, this episode.
Yeah.
You got your Patronus though. You got it. How's everybody else feeling?
I don't know. It
You're
took
Okay.
it
holding
took it out.
on.
Yeah, that episode
Oh,
took us out.
we'll get to it. We just have to take a moment to recognize our long lost sister. We have this to pass along to her as she enters into the next stage of her life. And so, Tion, you will be missed, and hopefully, they will continue to show you your respects in the next place. All right, welcome back. We're gonna drink tonight. The drinking word of the night, as usual, is tonight's gonna be Jim. We're gonna talk about Jim, our friend, to the end. So let's just get into it. This episode, it kicked us off in a really cool way as Jim and Kenny comes back into the town, or they still discover some things around where they spent the night at. They
Mhm.
find food. So, Kenny and Jim, um, take a sip, please.
I got ginger ale.
You're not supposed to say that.
I- you see the Canada Dry. Y'all see me lifting up this Canada Dry.
Not you doing an ad. You can't do that. You're going to get us flagged.
Sorry, guys.
Production. Please. Okay, so his name again woke up with the epiphany that they're going to go back, but on the way back they found food, and they
Mhm.
found a whole bunch of cabbage and a running lake, and
Mhm.
it feels like they may have fish and all those things. How are we feeling with the brief glimpse of hope? Brief glimpse of hope.
Well, me and Kira said, "Oh wow, well, first of all, we thought they shouldn't have went out there, but if they hadn't went out there, they wouldn't have found the food. So I don't know. It's like probably a catch-22
Hmm,
because
hmm.
that kind of makes up for you going out there in the first place, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a reward.
Hmm. I mean,
I
is it worth
mean,
it though? I mean,
Maybe
that's the
people could be alive.
listen. I think it was nice for them to open it up because I thought they were going to open it up like Wakanda Forever. I thought it was going to be, you know, I thought it was going to be tearing me out,
Kenny, come on. Yeah.
tearing me out from the beginning. But it was like okay, but then it I guess it added that tension, that bit of tension because
mhm.
this their glimpse of hope is going to eventually get broken. That bubble is going to burst.
Mhm.
So
Mhm. What about you, Keisha? How did
I
you feel about it?
I do agree. I felt like that scene and then bringing like all the vegetables and all the everything to the town was something to like kind of like get our minds off that Tion got died, but it wasn't effective because everybody was like, "Oh, okay, food, but shit, she dead."
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to say
it was
that
very awkward.
it was awkward, and
Yeah, it
everybody felt.
was.
I was. Oh, Jade and Victor. Jade was trying to find Victor, right, in this episode, sort of in the beginning, but he walked into the barn, and that's when he figured out
Mhm.
everything that was happening with Tion and her being unalived. This show is nailing pacing so much, so great this season.
It
This
is.
by itself, it was just moving and like the emotions shifted with you. But every
Mhm.
time they came back to, every time they came back to Tion's situation, your heart was breaking. Your heart was breaking all over again. You're so obsessed. Thank you
I
for
know.
Came on again.
coming to hang out with us. He wasn't sad about Tion's death at all. Uh, so then we bounce back to Tabitha. So Tabitha is doing her lowest laning as we thought she would
Yep.
this evening, and she is getting to the root and the bottom of whatever's going on.
Mhm.
Last week we talked about how long was Henry going to be like, I don't trust you. We're not here for this. And like we predicted, they wrapped that up so quickly. And he was like, okay, I'm on board. Let's keep it moving.
Mhm.
I'm glad because I thought they were gonna prolong it a little bit and be like, oh, I don't believe in this stuff, and get out of here. You're playing with my mind. But they wrapped it up, and he was like, you know what? If this is happening and you bought this back, and you know about this, and this is connected to my wife, like
Mhm.
it makes sense. So I'm like, thank God this is not like thank God like Victor doesn't have a dumbass for a dad.
Mhm.
So.
Did
You
anyone
know,
find it? Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh no, I said I enjoyed that right away he initially he was apprehensive, calling the police. That's what Kira prediction was, that he was going to be calling the police
Mhm.
to get her out of there. But as soon as she made the connections with his wife, he just kind of nipped that in the bud. So I like that it didn't waste any time there.
Yeah.
And it was
Well,
interesting too, those drawings though. We probably gonna talk about those, but when I
oh yeah, the drawings is on the big board. Yes. Did anybody find it odd he didn't ask about his wife or the daughter?
Yeah, because you know what? That made me think again. Me and Kira were like, wait, I thought Eloise got out, but I remember in the flashback, she just ran out. So we never saw what happened to her. So it had us questioning kind of what happened to her because he didn't bring her up.
Yeah. Wouldn't you ask where your wife, not only just where your son is, but where your wife and
Mm-hmm.
your daughter's been?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was interesting.
Let's
Yeah.
see. Well, hey, Catalyst, thanks for stopping by. Y'all think she is really back in the timeline / world she left? She could still be around in the real world. I don't think she's in the from world. I think she could be in the real world.
Yeah, I think she probably ended up. We talk about Eloise, right?
Yeah. Wait, the mother died, right?
The mother died.
But the
Yeah,
daughter.
yeah. But I think the daughter, she probably went down a tree and ended up somewhere,
You don't think they pushed her out the window too?
But wouldn't she have found the dad? I don't know.
Would she know how?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because she was small.
And it was 40 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Mm.
And to y'all point last week, Victor and his dad look about the same age, and
Yeah,
that's
they
40
do.
years.
Yeah.
I mean, it
got
is
a
rough over
question
there.
about
Hi,
that.
Steph. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Like,
I mean,
this is some Flash shit
Yeah.
at this
yeah.
point.
I mean, could you imagine? Would you guys think we could
about the
survive 40
dad.
years there?
That's a good question. And we're going to throw it to everyone in the comments, too. Do you think you can survive 40 years in Fromland?
I
Shit,
say
I'm
no.
trying to survive 40 years in this land.
In this land. Okay,
For real.
and that shit is tough.
I was sitting there thinking about the dad and Victor's age. Okay. So I'm okay. When he was talking to Tabitha and he said, yeah, me and my wife was ex-hippie. So that happened in the 60s. So they used to do LSD, free love, all that junk. So when they got married, they gave up that life. And, before he got to the part of saying, well, we did like an LSD trip just for old time's sake when Victor and his sister was born. So I'm sitting there guesstimating on where Victor and his sister was born. So they at least got to be born around in 67 to like 70. Somewhere around that timeline, they was born from 69 to 70. So, so we know that like the sister and Victor, they were like small when they got the farmland. So so like I'm trying to do the whole timeline thing because it's not linear with that. Um I believe like it ages Victor, so like like you said 40 years. And then his dad should, I guess like his dad should be 60. So it's 40 in farmland and 20 in the real world. So it like ages you
Hmm.
in farmland because Victor looks about like 48 to 51. Well, his dad looks about like in his 60s or, close to 70. So there's like
That's
that whole
interesting.
big span space
Hmm.
right there that from actually ages you. With Victor, we see him, he's like 40 some years old and his dad is like around in 60s.
Critical
Ooh.
Overlord says, y'all gonna be mad at the cliffhanger coming.
What? Like in next
Uh-oh.
week episode?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, was it where?
I mean, how much more can we take? Like, what else? Like, can you just leave us
Yeah,
alone?
I'm like, I feel like we got hit with
What
the
else?
biggest hit.
I
You
know.
know.
Well, y'all wanted it right away, Cyril. You wanted it out the gate.
We asked for it.
Yes,
I'm not a fan of filler episodes, but can we get like a reprieve, a musical, or something like?
I know that was emotional. Like they did not let up.
Give us a tease, Critical Overlord.
Next week.
Speak
Oh
on it.
no.
What's going on, Sylvester? Leave Kenny alone.
Look at it. It's Donna. I mean, no, that's not Donna. He's what, Randall. Welcome back, Randall.
Oh my god.
Leave Kenny alone, like Sylvester said.
5 and 6 is your break?
Damn. So
Hey,
damn.
Oh wow.
that's a lot of
I can't
episodes
take
for a
it anymore. 5 and
reprieve.
6, I'm gonna be gone.
They stepping on y'all neck. Do you hear me? They are on y'all necks this season.
Dang, 5 or 6.
No,
They better
Kenny is
leave
up for
Kenny.
grabs. And watch, he
No.
gonna die. He gonna die at the end of the season too.
I know, because what else can you do to him? Jesus.
Kill
Oh,
him.
well, y'all probably will bring that up, so I'm not going to bring up the Kitty piece yet. But I had something that me and Kira just was like, I cannot believe they did that. But I'll see if we can.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that too. Yeah.
I
We should have lost Donnie. Who is Donnie?
Who's Donnie?
I would have been okay with that. Who is Donnie?
Yeah, why can I
Are
think
you
of
talking about
Donnie?
Donna? Is it shade towards Donna?
Oh, yeah, we talking about
Don't be
Donnie.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Don't be
Still
disrespectful.
there. She's still here.
And she's still thriving, still sounding
Still
right.
Shady.
Oh, okay. She's still thriving. That's right,
She's still
Tyrone.
thriving. Okay, I have a question. So Tabitha got there and she had the lunchbox. And he's like, "How did you get the lunchbox?" And she pulled up the articles. I'm like, as Henry, how I don't even know how he was saying this entire moment. I would have been probably having a nervous breakdown listening to this story, seeing this artifact of my, I thought, dead son, seeing that you're actually missing, that you're saying what you're saying is true.
Well, you know what I thought? I thought I would have a little bit of that, say mom, but then I would have a little bit of, oh, maybe like he did, there's something to this. There's some answers maybe for what I've been kind of searching for or being kind of left in the dark. So I think I would kind of be like, oh, I'm not crazy, or my wife wasn't crazy, and kind of help me figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would definitely like shatter, certain perceptions, and but I think if it's different when when your wife's involved with it,
Mhm.
because it takes it to a different level, because it's going to affect you emotionally in a different way than, you know, other people. It's going to affect other people, especially when it's got like, you know, like when people got kids and, you know, wives and things like that involved with it, it's going to affect different, you know.
Well, you know
I
what I
don't-
always say? You know, when you have like missing people, I've always said though, if somebody went missing, I think that's the worst because you never know what happened to that person. Like
Mhm.
even if they had passed away, I would want to know. Is the not knowing that I think would drive me crazy?
I feel
You
like
know?
that's the worst part of it. Not
Yeah.
understanding what happened to the person that you love the most, or
Mhm.
just love in general.
Mhm.
Because some people would always search. There's always
Mhm.
there's somebody, you know, because even though we talk about, you know, Jim and everything, but there's some people who would always, you know, go out there and, you know, do what they do, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look.
Sylvester said, I think he's lying. Why would she just up and leave without taking him? Maybe she was running from him. That would be really interesting if he had a really dark side to him or something completely
Ooh.
different from him. That would be a cool twist.
Hmm. Oh yeah. See.
Yeah,
Yeah. I
the
need
closure.
closure. I can't
Please.
even watch the shows like disappeared because I get upset because there's no closure because the people's still missing. So I can't even imagine.
Where they at?
I know I
That's-
can't even do unsolved mysteries because I'm like,
Where are they?
where are the people?
So for Tabitha, I wrote down some cool things. I wrote down that her job, like we said, is Lois Lane. She's unpacking the theme. She's giving us exposition. She is giving all the tea. And I am loving Tabitha this season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she on it. She trying to get back to her family. You
Yes.
know what I mean? She on it.
Yeah, she's digging for, and she's finding out everything. And something tells me she's going to be really special because she has visions too. And I think they're sort of
Oh.
alluding to like, you're the new
Chosen.
chosen one. So this could
Yep.
be really interesting. I don't know what the show is going to become, but they're doing a lot of cool things that I like
Mhm.
with the exposition of what's happening on the
Yeah, I'm
show.
like,
Do
what
y'all
the hell
think
is
they're
this, the
tying it
Matrix?
in a little bit? Like some of those questions? Do you think they any answers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think eventually, I think this season is the season of answers. That's what I'm
Mhm.
hoping.
Yeah.
You know.
And probably with more questions at the end. But it'll be rewarding because we are getting fed. We're being fed so much. The lore, exactly.
Mhm, mhm.
We are getting everything. Tabitha's on her quest, and you know what quests are like. She is doing her thing. And if you look at this story as from like put it like in a medieval perspective, like during Game of Thrones and all of that, they're going on these different quests and having these different issues, just like things like that. I think it's really cool how the story themes can sort of jump between different timelines and situations.
Yeah, and tying all in together. And like you said, they picking up each character you go to is just keep going with the pace. It's picking right up.
I'm going to jump around the episode because this just came to my head, so I feel like it's right. This person is my MVP for this episode.
Oh, I want to see what you have to say.
Julie is the MVP for me this episode because she read Jim, and we're going to take a drink.
Yes.
A drink on that. She read Jim for filth in this episode.
That was our MVP too.
Oh, yours too?
Oh yeah, as soon as she like read him up and down, and like she said the line right that me and Kira was saying, like, get your together.
It was like, go ahead.
No, it was facts. It was facts. Like she said, like Mika just said, you know, she said everything that we were saying, everything that we were feeling. It was like a release. It was like, damn, you know, we was literally just talking about this in the chat, you know, and you know, just to have that character talk about it and get in his ass and hold some accountability, you know, to her dad and be like, I can't go through this again. Like I can't do this again. Like you're the parent. And I feel like a lot of us have felt that, you know, in our personal lives as well. So I feel like it kind of resonated, you know, a little bit harder.
Yeah, she went up on my character list, so she can't die now.
Yes.
I love.
yes. I felt like she looked older in this scene. I felt like she was really becoming not just a teenager, but a woman in this moment. And I knew it was coming because you know how he was trying to talk to her and be normal dad. It was just building up. She just turned around like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I said, yes, someone read him. Because like she said, we almost died last night as well.
Yeah.
You know? And I kept the house together while you
were again. And that's not my job. That's not my job. I mean, and Jim just stood there and took it as he should have. As
he
he
said,
should.
okay. But she said,
I
get
feel
it.
you. You're right.
Yeah.
And then her last thing, get your shit together.
Yeah.
That was so like that was like gangbusters to me. I know like I popped off and popped on, but that whole read what Julie did, Jim's ass deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
He did. And for her to be the eldest, and that's like one of those eldest syndromes, like where not an eldest syndrome, I'm sorry, but the eldest is always being the second parent.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna throw all the parenting on the eldest child.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why we had to.
So that was what's going on. I'm so glad she said that.
Yeah.
That's why I
I
felt
have
her.
friends that like literally hate Jim.
Oh, you mean like everyone? So,
Yeah.
she hates her father. We all know that. While we're
Yeah.
on them, Ethan is. I think he's annoying. I think Ethan is actually annoying. I think Ethan is annoying. I don't think he should be killed, unalived. We're streaming. Uh-oh. Yikes.
Oh.
We were commanded to drink, so let's do so. The disrespect. I don't know. He was just that scene with him, Victor, and Julie. When Victor had enough, and I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm packing up my shit and I'm getting out and I'm going to my old house.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, because that was another scene that made me sad, because again with Tien, she was really close to Ethan, and when both the parents, Jim and Tabitha, when they were kind of on the bottom list, even when Tabitha was there, no one was parenting Ethan. Tien kind of stepped in, so I kind of felt him there, because he just keeps losing. He lost his mom, lost the goat.
He lost his other mom.
Now he lost Tien, and it's like, who am I left with? You know what I mean? These other unstable people. You know
now
what I mean?
With your ass and dad.
Yeah. So I kind of gave him grace for Ethan, because even though he was a lot, Tien was his girl. She loved him. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
everybody was moody this episode, rightfully so.
They deserved it though.
Yeah,
through a lot of shit.
I felt like they did a great job of making us feel like it too. Like I felt like shit with them. I was sad. I'm not gonna say the point where I started crying in this episode, but I
know. I can say mine.
Yeah. When did you start?
When Kenny came back and started speaking in his native tongue, the house, I said, "Oh my god!" I said, "No." Yeah, that's when I was like,
"Yeah." I was fighting it when he walked up and everybody was acting all sus. I was like, "Y'all, don't do this. Chill the fuck out. Just chill out and let Boyd talk to him." No, they all like,
"Yeah." He's like, "I got cabbage. I got
looky cabbages."
Yeah.
And everybody's like, but who gonna cook them? Because
yeah, but that was it. When he was faced that house and started calling for her, I was like, oh
yeah.
I tried to hold it together.
That got me right there.
Yeah, that got me.
What was everybody else's moment? And tell us in the comments, what was your moment when you broke down in this episode?
Well, what was yours, Keisha? What was your moment?
Where was my moment?
What took you out of here?
What took me out is when the flashbacks that Boyd had. That got me right there.
Oh yeah.
Watching Tion
that's the beginning, girl.
Ripped apart.
Yeah.
That got me.
That was graphic.
That literally got me, and it just kept going and kept going, and then seeing Kenny, and Kenny was ready. He was like, he became Chuck Norris. He did. He was when him and Boyd, and he was like, I'm finna go and gas these motherfuckers. I'm finna get them, because they got my mama. And he was putting the gasoline, whatever the petrol in there, and he was ready. And he did. He did. He called his mom out in Cantonese. that was the sad, that was another sad part that I couldn't even take right
I was
there.
by that point. It was
And I
over
know
with.
how that
Yeah.
feels when you lose your mom. I mean, not by no monsters, but you miss your mom, and then you find out that you come back with vegetables and cabbages and stuff like you a hobbit because you went out and followed Jim's ass, and your mama dead.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This episode was actually really triggering.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really
Oh.
triggering.
Yeah, and that part too, when it tied in because when Jade found him, he was repeating that saying,
Oh,
and then
God.
when he found him and he told him what his mother was saying, and when we found out what that was, I was like,
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
That killed it. That
yeah,
killed
that lost me again. I said, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I was tearing up throughout the episode, but at that part when he had told Boyd what that meant, it was just like I broke down. I was outside. Watching this shit, which I'm like, I shouldn't be watching this shit outside because this is an emotional episode. But it just got me because I'm like, damn, like especially when you see a character like Kenny and almost broken when it comes to like his mom passing away, and then he's like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna get the gas cans, we're gonna burn all these motherfuckers. I'm just like, yo, this is heavy. This is too damn heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it though? He'll take care of him because he'll be alone now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God. Imagine what Kenny felt. His mom's final really prayer and mantra was to take care of his son. That's all she was focusing about. That alone would destroy me. Kenny actually was stronger than I would have been on the ground the whole time.
I know. Yeah.
A lot stronger than I thought he was going to be in this scene. And speaking of the moment that the entity or whoever's behind this shit was the most petty when he was in this shop or the food place, the restaurant, and he was mourning and they started playing. Was that
Celebrate?
Yeah.
Me and Kira looks like I know you lying.
Most times I would laugh and stuff like that.
That was you see how they play? Like that's so vindictive and so heartless and like and unpurposeful. And that's the song you picked.
That's what made me think it's not the aliens, it's something more vindictive, because what the hell would aliens have to why would aliens be this petty? But I'm like, this gotta be some sort of fucking demonic ass spirit or some government ass agent, being like, celebrate. Like it's literally nothing to celebrate. She was literally, even though I wanted to see something like this, but with her character, she definitely did not deserve to go out like that. She was literally one of the ones who did not deserve to go out like that.
Yeah, agreed. And just to piggyback off that, like I said, I would normally laugh at that, but I was really like shocked.
I was pissed. Yeah, I'm pissed.
I was shocked at like how what's the word, inconsiderate to his feelings the writers were in that moment, which kudos to the writing team to be able to make that choice. I would probably support it too, but like seeing it come out that way, I was really taken. I couldn't believe it. I was blowed.
Yeah, and that shows you they do not care.
No,
they
which
do
is
not
what we wanted. But jeez, I wanted to be aliens too, but yeah, that made no sense. No, it's not aliens. It's definitely some type of entity.
Yeah, it is.
And speaking of that, I'm just still mad about that song being played. Let's go up to Colony House for a second. Talk about Fatima.
Oh.
And how Fatima has not been feeling well. And Fatima and Ellis, I thought were great this episode together as a couple. And Ellis is being like in my head, I can picture them in the real world, like going to doctor's appointments, right? And so they did a really good job at doing that typical scene. If this was a typical show, but putting in this universe, they did a really good job at sort of conveying that angst that a couple would have to figure out what's going on with the baby. So I enjoyed that. But the way Ellis was like, Junkie Road? No. Where's Christy? Where's
he ticked me off with that. I mean, we got slim pickings, okay? So I'll take the ex-junkie pediatric nurse. I mean, hello.
He was shady for that. He was definitely shady.
He
for that.
was. I was like,
what do y'all think about the theory going on that Tian Chen was sacrificed for them to find the new food because those vegetables appeared like magic? I mean, if that's how we have to do things, then let us choose.
Yeah, it does seem like when something happens, something else occurs. You know what I mean? Like the bus showing up with the people. You know, now we got the pediatric nurse, Tien. Now we got food. It's like,
I mean, yeah, I mean, but no. Let's. It's just uncomfortable to talk about this because I'm so sad. It's a lot of new faces in the comments, and let's do a quick shout out.
Okay.
Hi, Leo Hernandez.
Hi,
Yes.
Leo.
I think they're smart monsters. I think the monsters are just the tools. They're not really what's in charge. They're just there.
I like that we kind of learning more about, like we said last episode, that they are listening. They know what's going on. This season, they really trying to break them down. I think that's the theme. So how far down can we break them? As we saw with the stereo, you know what I mean? They just
Exactly
where they at this season.
If we give them Jim, can we get some cows or something? Can we get like if we killing off people in exchange for food, like if we kill off Ethan for some,
you need to drink for that.
No,
Because...
drink. Can I go back to just the beginning with Victor and Jade? Hello, they did what I said. I with the goats were in the house. Hello.
That's the first thing I thought about. That you said that. That's the first thing I thought of in the beginning of the scene. Yeah. Why did you put him in the house? Exactly. Because Jade knows better. I'm not going to that barn. George, the diner playing celebrate good time. Exactly. Rude.
Yeah, that was crazy. It's here.
Avanta.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Ooh.
The monsters are intelligent, cunning, and they're not just regular. Agreed. They have this little call where they can communicate. They plot, they plan. Now, I think it's like, have you guys seen this show called The Strain?
Oh, yeah. Oh, is that the ones that had the thing through their mouth?
Scientific.
Yeah. I never finished that, though.
It's so good. But they were hive mind. And so the master could jump into different bodies and make them do different things, communicate if you want to, like in Annabelle. Yeah. So like not Annabelle, but Abigail. So that could be a thing too. The entity could literally be normal time. They're just regular little minions running around. But when I need to talk or communicate, I'll do that through them. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm liking Ellis. I am liking Ellis so far this season. Because he was low. He was low on the list.
Yes. See?
He moving up.
Yeah. Especially this episode, I was like, okay, he's operating like he's supposed to be. He's showing some growth within his character. You know, so I'm like, all right, I'm not going to throw Ellis to the fire, you know.
Once Ellis was ready to ride with Victor against Randall about that goat, I was like, yeah, Ellis, this is your season 2.
Yeah, how you want it? What you going to do?
Exactly. What's up? How you gonna pull? You want me to pull up or what? Steph, you need to drink if you got something. Jim is probably only worth a squirrel.
At this point, it's going to take a lot for him to get up on my list. I think that's coming true. I think kind of.
I'm over Ellis. I'm over Ellis. I'm over his character. I'm over him being scared all the time. I'm over him not doing anything or talking to anybody.
Was he in this episode, Elgin? I don't remember.
No,
right?
He was in the previous episode. Scared again.
But I think his dream have to do with Fatima.
For sure. Absolutely.
She turned it into
whatever he saw.
Yep, I think so.
I'm like, how is she? Did she? Because am I forgetting? Did she get scratched or some shit? Like, what is that?
Nothing. She hasn't been hurt. It was just chosen. So a theory that I heard was like, but the timeline doesn't make sense. It was saying that when Boy transferred his blood to Kenny to save his life.
Oh yeah, I saw something.
That's how Fatima could have become pregnant, but technically she was pregnant already. But it was like in this world anything could happen. So them having. I'm sure they have sex a lot as a couple in the same spot. So I would assume that if the entity wanted to corrupt love, that would be the one to pick. And so, of course,
what is she carrying? Because you're losing.
What is it? Yeah.
And then you eating raw food or bad food. Like what is that?
She found her tasty treat.
When she went over there, I said, I know. Me and Chris said, I know she's not about to. She did. Yep.
The Frumland has grown crops for their new queen to eat.
Mm.
She done caught that number on the substance. She done caught that. She done caught-
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know that reference, but I'm
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she's gonna be getting her nourishment, but not the right
Yeah.
kind.
What would you do though? Would you stop eating?
Well, no, I probably have to eat it if that's the only thing I could tolerate and I'm hungry.
Yeah, so no matter what I become, I'm just gonna just go with it and ride the ride.
Yeah, at that point, like especially if you in that damn predicament, you in that town, like I feel like even if you gotta eat a human, like shit, we here, like and I don't
Tyrone
like
is
you niggas in
cannibalism.
college.
Tyrone,
Yeah,
He
don't
wants
like
it so
you.
bad.
I don't like you niggas in Colony
cannibalism.
House anyway.
Yeah, come on out,
I
Colony.
can't fuck with town anyway.
Oh,
So,
please. We'll burn this whole town down. Remove y'all talisman and go about our business. Fatima is turning into one of the night monsters.
She
I swear
is.
she couldn't open the door when she was by herself before she was going places with Ellis. And he was opening all the doors. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
Because before she got to the rotten food, she tried to open the door, but she couldn't. And then she hid behind the door and smashed a whole bunch of rotten food.
Yeah, something going
interesting.
on there. Yeah, she was like white as a ghost. She looks bad.
She looks real bad. She's down and out.
Mm-hmm.
Townies for life, you would.
Yeah, I'm a townie too. Sorry.
Y'all letting everybody die down there, I see.
I'm gonna fortify myself in the post office police station.
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Y'all got one house with just kids in it. It looks like. What's going on down there?
I know. Well, what's the name is back, but Dag Victor going again. Jesus.
Can we jump back to the diner? And her name is Clara. And she had those flowers.
I like
as soon as she
her.
came and dropped those flowers, like she's dead. She's not gonna make it. She's out of it.
I like her. This is the second time because she helped Fatima in the first episode with that girl, like telling that girl to relax. And we saw her again. I said, "Oh, I like her."
Yep, she's out of it. I don't know that for a fact. I'm just saying, like, you keep bringing up these smaller characters for more important kills. I've heard this theory, but she was stopping because she smelled the food, not because she couldn't get in.
Yeah, and I wonder how she's gonna keep hiding that she eating this food.
Don't worry about what she's doing with this dead food. She gonna let Ellis have it when he find out.
I'm eating.
Hello for two. Hello. Oh, what about the apology from that rude girl from the previous episode, the one who was beating on the door?
Yeah, I guess I'll take it. I mean, she's trying. She's trying.
Yeah.
Like, let's give them some stress. They stress.
Yeah. She's also gonna be dead this season, I'm sure. Y'all got a night monster and the Omen in the big house. Haha, the town is fine compared
to seriously.
No comment.
I'll take Sylvester the town. I'm feeling more secure there.
Okay, so people feeling that the theory that she smelled the food.
She's a monster.
Hey, what about the I don't know if it was a confrontation, but what did you guys think about Donna confronting Boyd?
Boyd did his thing. Like if he doesn't get an Emmy nomination this season, I'm gonna be very disappointed because it's one thing he said I felt was really true. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here."
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I was like, "Yeah, boy." Yeah.
I mean, I love that scene. It was two of my favorite characters, just going back and forth, dialogue, emotions high, and I felt both of them. I think
I did.
That's the importance of a scene like that when you understand both characters' motivations and both characters' points of view, and they just sit back and be like, "Damn, you know what? You're right. My bad." Yeah.
That's what I felt because I was like Donna and Kira was like, "Boy, like let's go get these animals because they're gonna be wandering and then we'll have to try to find them." And I was like, Donna, like, look, we the most important right now. We'll wait to the daytime and try to find the animals. You know what I mean? So I definitely saw both sides. I really love that back and forth where they were just like going at it, but then kind of come together. But boy, let her know. Look, I was here in the moment, and this is what needed to be done.
It's like how she came with that energy, like I know I'm right, and so I'm going to get you together. But you also had an experience in this too,
Mhm.
and you about to
Mhm.
get me together with that. And so when they see each other's perspectives, they like, you just gave us conflict resolution in like less than 2 pages.
Sure did. Sure did. Yeah.
Like, bro, thank you for that. Yeah, they killed it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like they learning from loss because
Yes, they are.
This season is proving they getting, whoever's behind it is getting better.
Oh yeah, the snow. I'm like, girl, what's going on? Like it's snowing now. Yeah, that weather change. Yeah, they're trying to break them down all the way. It's dreary. It's dreary. It's cold. It's snow.
Angry. People about to get angry. And we have cabbage now, but like Ty said, we might have people barbecuing people by the end of this season.
Yeah, because it was like we got enough to feed everybody. I'm like, but for how long? My mind automatically go to for how long, because I don't see just everybody just filling up on cabbage like that. Like how much stew can you make?
Yeah.
Cabbage potatoes, cabbage soup, cabbage fry. Sure.
Yeah, it's getting dire. And that's why again you're gonna need Boyd and Donna at 100%. They got kimchi.
I love kimchi too, but no comment.
Now, and who's gonna do the dining now? Is it Sarah, I guess?
Oh, speaking of Sarah, I like Sarah and Julie's conversation about being like I got the craft vibe when I saw them two together. I was like, this looks like we're weirdos together.
Mm-hmm. I like Sarah. I mean, she was kind of down initially, but she getting up there, especially when she did the dress. I said, okay. That kind of, because she knows she's still a pariah, but again, she put in Tien and her had a great relationship. And when she bought the dress, that was another one that kind of took me out a little bit, because you had Jade, he was so great too, helping put her together and everything. Yeah. That was just beautiful, because they're all three of them, Christy, Jade, and Sarah. I loved all of them kind of came together for Tien and for Kenny. Yep. So I love that scene.
Jay came through with the comic relief,
That's what he does. I also love the scene with Christy and Boyd with the truck, getting insight into just how much. They
couldn't even remember. It was like, whose truck is this? Yeah.
A throwaway line gave so much context to the pain and hurt of this moment, which is a reflection of the pain and hurt for all the moments. Which is good writing. Ugh, they just disgusting. They made me sick.
And it made you kind of feel like Victor. Like, Victor, I'm tired of it. Like, you know how many people I've lost? And then Tien, he was like, I'm done. You know what I mean? Just keep losing people. Yeah.
Or the cows.
Yeah. When we started, it was 90-something days since the incident, but it's been a rough time since then. Vanta, I feel that Victor has been freaking out internally due to everything changing, because he's been there. Absolutely. He's having a panic attack. Yeah. He's
PTSD to the max. Yeah. PTSD to the max.
Yeah. Imagine if you had never had really any stability, because you're always fighting for survival. And the one thing you had that was stable, which is this is always this certain kind of hell. And even that is changing. Yeah.
And could you imagine when it was him? Because he had said for a while he was there by himself for a long time too. I was like, geez, couldn't even imagine.
Am I the only one thinking about like the funk? Because I'm like, I just see some of these people and I'm just like, you know what? These people ain't washing their clothes. These people ain't, putting no deodorant on.
They don't care anymore. They don't care.
What?
What are we caring for anymore?
Not fuck it.
Yep, at this point, shoot. I don't care.
Whatever. You took a shower? Bruh. He just died yesterday. No, I'm not showering. Victor,
but see, again, that's what. But see, then you see the one kind of losing that humanity and kind of that slippery slope, I guess, right? Well, yeah, he tired.
Sick of it. He's sick of everybody. I still think the monsters are from Victor's time being at the town. I need to know where they're coming from.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so too. There was a rumor we sort of talked about that when this town was created, the entity took over these people and they became the demons. I think we already read that. I'm showering every day. What else y'all got to do? You got to conserve water.
Yeah, at this point.
We need
But
new
they found a river. Didn't they find a river? Wasn't there a river with the cabbages?
It was a river, and that's where we're gonna be at, down by the river. New house, lake house.
Yeah. The wood cabins out there in the wood cabins.
Ugly wood cabins. We're gonna do a retreat. We're gonna do some little building, some team building as Fromily. We're gonna go to the new section with amulets.
Yeah. A new community.
New community. Yeah, it's a new sleepover. Yeah.
Listen, what if they found a new community? What if they started exploring and found some like a new colony of people, a new colony
more
of
people?
folks? Yeah.
Ooh.
You know, anytime they meet new people on The Walking Dead, they try to kill them. So maybe they should.
Yeah. Because it's always you always know the monsters. You know, is the other people who you got to be worried about.
Sylvester said, "Shower, workout, cook. I might build something." Haha. I'll be in the greenhouse tending to the garden.
Yeah. Oh, you have to do showers with a buddy.
Yeah, that's saving water.
Yeah.
Find you somebody. That's the goal. Find somebody to share things with. Why is the show unknown compared to the rubber? Oh my God.
Well, that's
Oliver, thank you for coming and saying that.
It's starting to pick up, but I don't know. A lot of people still don't know about it, but I am hearing it more though now.
Thanks to us, because we have been their biggest cheerleaders, and it's our job as the marketing team for From to get out there and push the show. They're gonna find a new community with worse monsters. They're gonna come out at night and day.
Not day.
Take me.
But they're gonna do like a 30 days a night episode with no sun.
All night, remember? Yeah. And a flood. We're gonna get real nasty. Let's see. Stranger Things. They're gonna find Stranger Things ain't that bad.
But Stranger Things, I didn't like the first season. I like watched the whole thing, but to me, the first season and the second season were the best.
Damn, I think the third and the fourth season were the best.
Which one was Vecna?
Vecna, the fourth season.
Oh, I like that one. That's
And that's what I'm hoping From. From is still good. I always get nervous when we get, like I told you guys, bigger budgets. The show start losing itself.
Yeah.
So hopefully they keep it where it is. Don't do too much. Don't go too long.
Be very mindful.
Yes, keep it mindful. Yes, very different.
Very 9 episodes. Very tight spot.
Let's not run too far up that hill.
Okay, please come back down. MGM isn't really known compared to Netflix, which is probably why it's also not that expensive film.
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like I'm the only one that I know who pays for like MGM Plus, you know, in you know my immediate, you know, vicinity or whatever. So it's like, yo, if people don't notice and people don't subscribe, you know, I feel like I'm grateful, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm grateful that it is on MGM Plus and it has a platform and they've allowed it to grow. And obviously they've invested, especially in this season. But I think as far as for its reach, it might actually be one of those shows that when it ends and it comes into syndication, it might actually grow further when it goes to other streaming services.
Agreed. And like we keep saying, if all the rumors and speculations are correct, by the end of this show is going to go down in history as one of the best shows. The pen of the writer of this show is nasty.
Oh yeah, they're doing great with the trajectory. That's why I said to me they got the winning formula. So just stick with it.
I couldn't get into Manifest Leo. I tried.
I never watched that one.
People loved it. I just like, if they're gonna be angels who hear angels, like give them something else to do. Like give them some. Can people heal? Can people teleport? Like I don't want to see anything else. Oliver, season 3 is going to be intense because Boyd and Kenny are tired of playing defense. They're going to go on the offense mode in season 3. When they had their moment, I told Ty when I texted, I was like, I've heard the Bad Boys theme song.
Mhm.
And like they was giving Mike Lowry
Mhm. Yeah.
in
Yep.
that moment, like it's about to go down.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was with them. Like if I was there, I would probably go with them. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Because at some point, it's like, I'm done. Let's
Yeah.
go. You
We
know what I
either
mean?
all go die or not. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you need enough people with that attitude, though. I feel like you got Boyd and Kenny, but you need enough people with that attitude to just be like, "Yo, fuck it, let's go down in the caves and just
Get
clean this shit
Randall.
out."
Get Randall, maybe.
Randall is down for anything. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's how it. Come on, guys, unite like we used to do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get our pitchforks, go to the castle, and demand that the king do what we say, or he's out of it.
Yeah.
He's out of it.
Let's go. I mean, at this point,
My bae Randall that lives in the bus can help.
yeah, he gonna surprise me. I think I'm gonna be a team Randall.
We'll see. I'm like I said, Randall could surprise us, like you said, Mika.
Yeah.
He could.
Yeah, because remember he gave us two sides of him at that last week. At first, I wasn't feeling him. At the end, he did what he needed to do. So I was like, okay, there's something there.
I'm thinking Randall, and this might be blasphemous, so don't burn me at the stake, folks. But I'm thinking Randall might be the new Donna.
Oh no.
I need to hear this. I need to hear this.
What? How?
Because I feel like it's unexpected, but he could switch it up on him, and he could gather the folks together and make the hard decisions like Donna makes the hard decisions. I feel like everybody else is apprehensive and, oh, I got to think about this, got to think about that. But Randall's in it for himself. But if he opens up his heart enough to care for everybody else, I think he could be the new Donna, so. Donna's
still here.
I'm gonna start calling Randall Donna too.
Okay.
Donna 2.
Donna
too. Okay.
Put him down on our nickname list because I think you gave him one last week. Was it cake? No, skin. Something really bad. Okay, I don't remember. So we're gonna go with Donna 2.
Donatello.
Okay.
Donatello. Oh, Donatello.
Oh. Okay, y'all, we need to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Everybody take a drink. Jim, everybody take a drink with us, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
And she's trying to Jennifer's trying to warn the teen about Agatha, not trusting Agatha, and mentioning how she sacrificed her son to get the Darkhold.
Mm-hmm. Messy.
And so she mentions that if her son were to walk in front of her, she wouldn't know who he is.
Messy.
Be anybody, demon, an agent of Mephisto, anybody.
It could be you, sir.
It could be you, sir. Honestly, and he wouldn't
we know
know
what y'all doing, Marvel. We see what y'all doing.
Right, exactly that.
Okay.
Which everyone else is kind of gagged about just the pure mention of Mephisto.
It turned the entire comic book community on. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
the
fanboys are screaming somewhere. I just know.
And we are back.
I gotta watch that show.
Every Monday we are doing Agatha All Along series review, but it's a part of our spooky kickoff. Next Monday we're doing a little bit of Agatha, but we're actually doing a Scream rewatch with Ricky and our co-host Lucia because they've never watched all the Scream movies. So
wow.
We're going to talk about their first reactions.
I know, me and Kira watched some of you guys, and you got us about to start Agatha because we haven't watched it. I said, ooh,
it's fun. You know what? Speaking of what people are saying, I think it's time that we sort of dig into what people on Twitter and social media is talking about this show. So what are they screaming about? Let's see. No spoilers. Season 3, episode 2. From give Harold his Emmy already. He should have got Best Supporting for Oz. He deserves to lead more than ever for From. I hope others get supporting noms, but I think we all agree that is Mr. Perrineau's time.
Yes. Yep.
Yes, Chef.
Yep. And Oz, great show. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he deserves it. Again, sometimes they be shading horror. Anything having to do with horror sometimes.
It's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
Might
I
have
don't
to
understand,
slide
like-
in the drama section.
if you're good at horror, is a combination of all the other genres.
Mhm, mhm.
Exactly.
Are you
Mhm.
kidding me? Tony Collette
Oh yes, hello.
and
Hereditary, just shading. Yeah, they shaded.
yeah, come on now. She should have had an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen the timeline more like this since Glenn died.
Oh,
We loved you, her, and we're gonna miss Mama Chin so much. Arguably, the heart of the town and the monsters knew exactly how to hurt everyone through you. Beautiful performance.
I
Agreed.
know. She
Facts.
just was like pure sunshine, just so sweet. You know what I mean?
They're monsters.
It just
Only
took
I
her
gave
out.
up. I gave up on The Walking Dead after Glenn died. I ain't even gonna
Yeah,
lie.
me too.
Oh, I didn't make it that far.
Yeah.
Once the black lady decided to unalive herself and blew up in that building, I was out of it. I was like, yes,
Oh my
ma'am.
gosh.
Exactly. I'm out of it.
Kira left at the prison. She was still at the prison. So, I at least made it to Glenn. Yeah.
Oh God. I would peep in like when I Hate Chris had a few his little few seasons on there. I saw him
Oh, yeah.
a few times. I saw how he got treated. No, I'm out of it. Hashtag from the Silver Site Network. Hey, buddy. Hashtag from is one of those special shows that demonstrates what good television is capable of. The cast is strong, not a single weak link in the bunch. The writing is phenomenal. The dialogue feels natural. The world's building feels realistic. A
Mhm,
masterclass in television production. That's all
mhm.
that needs to be said.
Agreed.
That's it. That's a mic
Yep.
drop.
Yep. And that's what Stephen King called it, a masterclass.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep, y'all have to watch this show. Please watch it. Stop torturing Kenny. There's literally other people in that town besides him.
For
Not
real.
me. Oh God. Hold on to your asses, Frumley, because you will be in tears 30 seconds into episode 2. Harold needs an award immediately.
Mhm.
Told me to stay up until midnight to have my heart broken. Period.
Mhm.
I sent Christy from In Love with Horror picture me crying, y'all. It was bad. I was
Oh.
a wreck.
Yeah, me and Kara was bad watching that. And then like all through the episode.
Boyd and
Oh.
Donna dust ups are always good cinema.
That
That
was
Get
so
the
good.
Fuck Out of Here from Boyd came from the
Yep.
soul.
Yep, it did.
Yeah.
They both was so that scene was so good.
Can I say this, y'all? I don't think they both gonna make it out of this show.
I don't think so either.
They can't both make it, right?
They can't. I don't want it to be true because but like I said, they hold that balance. So if there's one or the other, or if you lose one, I think that goes that.
Yeah.
And I feel like they would do it.
I just feel that moment in the Friday the 13th remake when Danielle Panabaker was almost out of that tunnel. She went, have y'all seen that?
Mm.
In 2009, and she came, and you thought she was the final girl, but she's not.
Nope.
That's what I feel they're gonna do to us with Donna or Boyd.
Yeah, I think no one is safe in this
No.
in this show. No one.
No one is safe.
Mm-hmm.
Not even us, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an ugly cry though if they get rid of Donna or Boyd.
I am, y'all. Y'all won't be on that episode. Y'all know it's real. it's real
No.
morning going on.
We got to have a full service, like. Whew.
Oh, Boyd is like out of commission.
On the flip side,
Mm-hmm.
as the place taunts Kenny, it motivates him to take offensive action. If the place is trying to get them to fight back, it's going to the right way about it. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
I picture a chessboard, and the entity is making moves strategically for long game and obviously immediate pain, but probably long time destruction. So I'm interested to see how this sort of rolls around.
I was kind of nervous with that when he said he was going to go like catch them on fire? Because again, I was like, they can hear, right? Don't they know? Like that's what I'm always nervous about. Like obviously they can hear what you're saying or what's going on.
My prediction is Kenny and Boyd are going to have a 90s action movie. Kenny is literally going to F them up. Yeah, I was Bad Boys. That's what I heard in my head watching it.
Mhm.
And then Randall may come around for that.
Yeah. I love how Boyd was supported him though. Let's go. You know?
Yeah, because Kenny was like, I know you for to talk me out of this.
Mhm.
I know you don't want me to go do this. He's like, no. Pull up. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Say less.
Say less. That's what he said. Say less. People.
Yeah, didn't we say that in town hall meetings?
I've been saying
Yeah.
this since season 1, y'all. Like,
I know.
please talk. But when Tabitha get home, they
Oh.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talking when Tabitha get home. I'm
I
only
think
crying for Boyd and Kenny. Everyone else at this point is fair game. First of all, Randall, you need to remember Jade is still alive. And you need to remember if he goes, the show goes. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay? But no, you're not gonna disrespect Donna. Like I like
know.
him. He's so rude. That's why he's Randall. Boyd has a plan to capture one of the monsters, but Donna tries to talk him out of it. I hope they ignore Donna because Donna's mindset won't allow for progression. You know what that means? She's out of it.
Yeah. Well, she kind of showed a little bit too that she breaking down a bit too. And again, that's why boys so essential too. Because it's like she teethering a little bit.
Fatima continues to eat doo-doo veggies, sauteed, and kill the girl who was rude to her. That's what she's gonna do.
Yeah. I don't trust her in that house. I would not be in Colony House.
Nope. The last time, you're not gonna rush me ever again. Do you understand? And then snap her neck.
Everyone sleep with one eye open in Colony House.
Don't sleep like Elgin. Low key, I can see it too. Randall might be the switch we need.
Nope.
Okay, Ty, I think that's for you about Randall.
Listen, I'm saying, I'm throwing it out there. You know, early in the season, I think that we're going to see a switch. You know, especially if something happens to Donna, you know, or Boyd, because I think Randall would be a good right hand man if he had his mind right and his motivations right. He'd be a good right hand man to either Boyd or Donna. So.
Mike said if Randall gets a love interest, he might need some of that. He might need some love interest.
What, Sarah?
Junkie Rogue.
She with Christy.
Christy is taking care of her man and her mullet.
I know. Christy's straight out of the 80s.
that was a choice. But anywho,
I love her.
Now Randall gives me Shane vibes. I don't know what that means.
Oh, Walking Dead.
Oh. Is that the brother? Like
I remember his friend, friend who was the other cop. Who
in
was
the first season.
Yeah.
He was sleeping with his wife.
Uh-huh.
I remember. Jim will take a sip, y'all. Come on.
He gonna die before Tabitha come back.
I doubt. Will die in episode 6. Tabitha comes back in episode 7 with a fresh insurance policy up to 1 million. Roots touched up, blonde on point. Julie might be injured. Period. That's the life I'm talking about.
Yeah, Tabitha gonna be walking out in the woods like
housewife of Frumland. Everything.
I'm like, is y'all gonna bring back some food? That's the thing. I'm like, if you're gonna come back, don't come back without resources.
You know? At least bring some pizzas we can throw in the oven. Like, come on.
Some popcorn, something.
I don't know. Donna, in my opinion, is an obstacle to their search to escape because she always gets in the way, trying to stop plans from being executed. She let them take over our house and put a damn light on top, and that failed.
I think with Donna, like she allows the plans to be executed, but I think again she's been there a long time too, and I think her thing is you kind of build up people's hope when you do that, and if it kind of fails, that's her thing. I see, like just picking up those pieces, you kind of setting people up for failure if it's not successful.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Just stand up a grown folks' business. Mind the business that pays.
As long as Boyd is doing what he needs to do. Because again, I did agree with Donna. Hello, cows. See you in the morning. Or come in the building.
So let's talk about Miranda and the paintings. And in the basement, we're back in the real world, and Lois Lane is getting all the tea. She's ate her some food, and she is feeling much better. I don't know if she took a shower because that would have been the first thing I asked her to do.
Mm-hmm.
But she's eating. She feels great. And he's taking her on a tour of the house, and we get to all these photos. And there were a few that were, I should have grabbed some images, but there were a few that really freaked me out. Like the one with the man in the yellow suit.
Mm. And then the children one stood out for me, those ooey gooey children.
Gooey, gooey. Oh, yeah.
Because she saw them. Yeah,
She
'cause
did.
yeah.
She saw them too. And then the
The White
soldier,
House.
the house, yep.
Mhm. So it's like she was predicted, and that was crazy that she started, right? The wife started painting those before she even disappeared.
Yeah.
That's so she was like seeing what was happening, and it's kind of like the future.
Yep. After a little trip she had that maybe unlocked something.
Mm-hmm.
And now she was able to see into other realities and learn these things. I thought it was interesting how the writing was so good, how they unfolded the exposition
Mm-hmm.
of what was happening, how they did it almost whimsical, how he was describing how a place where nobody's you can't really get to, but it's
Mhm.
always around or something like that. However you
Oh
phrase
yeah.
it was just beautiful writing, and you was like, this is some good storytelling. It's like a fable.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And how it picks, like, kind of getting into how it picks people and how you just,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, interesting. And it was made me thinking about like we talked about a little bit last week. Every person, are they being selected for a particular reason?
Tarot cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that soldier, that creeped me out. I'm like, are we going to see this? Are we going to see this soldier? Eventually, is this person going to pop up? More questions, but definitely, like, what connection does Victor's mom have with all of this? Like, is she in on it? Because I started thinking about that as well. I'm like, is she in on this shit?
And that little boy, I forget his name again. That little boy in white, she painted him too.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when not Agatha, wow, when Tabitha, witch name, another one. When Tabitha saw that one photo of the boy, she reacted like that shook her.
Mm-hmm.
So is it because she saw that boy before, from when she was in Frumland, or like it felt like, was that Thomas, which we're going to get to soon?
I thought it was Thomas.
Me too.
Yeah. I don't know. I think, the way they kind of did that episode with that, I think it might be something to do with that.
I mean, it's a possibility. Like, it's definitely, like, I'm not sold on it 100%, but it is a possibility. It could be Thomas.
Yeah, because I remember Ethan saw him, and didn't Victor though say he saw him too? That boy
When he was younger, I think.
Yeah, right. So I don't know.
Because he had to have help to survive there. Like, come on, he had to have help to survive there as a kid by himself.
Yeah.
But that could also go into that rule, or that rumor that we talked about, where the witch bargained for the life for 40 years. And so if his mother was the witch, she bargained for Victor's safety for 40 years. And those 40 years are up, which is why the world is changing. Fatima's maybe becoming the new witch. Who knows what's happening? The witch could still be there. We don't know. But I feel like we're going to find out. Critical said episode 5 and 6 is slow. It slows down a little bit.
That's crazy though.
That's 4 episodes.
That is crazy. That's a lot of intensity coming in before you get a reprieve.
I love that. Watch, Tabitha will be back before we know it.
Oh Lord, I don't know. And next week a cliffhanger.
Listen, we asked for this though. I feel especially after season 2, we was like, yo, we need something. We need some fast pace. We need some hot sauce. And they gave us the hot sauce.
Yes, it's like a game of chess, like you said. As the place steps up the game, the people have to step up their game. The place and the people strengthen each other. Facts. Emotionally spent I was after this episode, and the last time I felt this way was if you ever seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh yeah, with Joyce.
I was out of it that episode.
I was out of it. Mhm.
Yeah,
Even when I rewatched the seasons,
every
I have
time,
to kind of go
every
past it.
time. So
Yeah.
I was looking for that monologue because in that episode, um, Anya,
Mm-hmm.
she has this very powerful monologue about I just don't understand why everybody's sad because I
Oh
don't
yeah.
know
Oh
human
yeah.
emotions. I don't get this. What tell me how to feel? And
Yeah.
I was looking for that moment in this episode for that one powerful monologue, but it wasn't one, it was many
There's a
conversations
whole
that were
bunch.
heartbreaking in this episode. And we talked about this moment already, but when Kenny found out that she wasn't alone, why did I feel like that hurt him even more
Yeah.
to know that boy was actually there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think it's still a
Hmm.
little because he still has that guilt from his dad. You know what I mean? Even when he talked about how they fixed up Tien before he saw her, because
Mhm.
he said he still has that last image of how he saw his dad. So I think there's still some guilt. He wasn't there when his dad passed away. Now he wasn't there when Tien passed away. And Boyd was there. So I think he is. I think he's okay and feels okay that someone was with her. But I think it's also that guilt that he wasn't there. You know.
Mhm.
And I don't think Boy gonna go into no nitty gritty detail about that. I think he
Oh,
gonna be dealing with that trauma just himself.
yeah.
Because when
Um,
they showed that, I was like, oh my god, that's what he was seeing. That's crazy.
you remember last week I was like, I wanted to see a little bit more, but they're so freaking tasteful in how they let us
Yeah.
sit with just the screens last week and this week
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
to add insult to more injury. You showed they destroyed her. They were literally ripping flesh off
Mm-hmm.
from bone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what made them more chilling for me. Like being able to see that and to think back at other people who have gotten, done up like children, especially the
Mm-hmm.
first episode. And
Mm-hmm.
just to see that, like the scene was very like when I first saw it, when you see the little girl with her insides just clawed open, it's like, holy shit. But
Yeah,
to
graphic.
see this scene with Tien being like, damn, that's what they
Mm-hmm.
did. Like,
Mm-hmm.
that's fucked up.
Mm-hmm. And
Mm-mm.
even when she was in the church and they was getting her together, every time they kept showing her face,
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
oh my gosh, just like, ooh, they do, yeah, they put it up there, right in your face.
yeah. So I just can't stress to everybody who's watching to share this show, share our show, like,
Mhm.
subscribe, all of that stuff. But like, really talk about the great talent behind this show. It's just
Mhm.
amazing.
Mhm.
And if you saw episode 2, the performances from everybody involved, and Tabitha has to come back and grieve
Mhm.
too, like because she was, she took care of her child. So all those
Mhm.
things. Oliver, the problem is it's difficult for these people to make effective plans because the spirit of Fromville is constantly watching.
Yeah,
It knows all their plans and it can stop them.
that's what I
Fact,
said about like when he was saying about going to burn them up. Me and Kira was like, wait, they can hear you. We need to kind of develop some way to communicate without them hearing us.
the silver side. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. We actually showed one of your tweets earlier tonight. The facts that they don't kill with mercy makes it worse. Yeah,
No mercy.
but it's still intent. It's
Mhm.
one thing like a ravenous beast who's just eating everything around. You
Mhm.
are specifically, intentionally killing certain people for certain results.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Yeah, and to make you suffer. Whew.
Like, yeah. Wow. So what are y'all overall thoughts of this episode? And it's only episode 2. So what are your thoughts from the 2 episodes that we got? How are we feeling?
Depressed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the pacing is great. I'm excited for what's to come, especially with hearing that they don't slow down until about episode 6, 7. So I'm glad in that aspect. I think the writing is definitely better. I think that we're moving in the right direction as far as character development. Certain characters that we have hopes for, like Randall, and even Ellis. What he might do this season and things like that. But it does scare me because usually in shows like this, they save like a death like Tien's for like the finale.
Yeah.
And it's like to start it off like that it's like, what do you have in store for the finale? If this is how we're starting it off, if this is the pace that we're going, what exactly do you have in store for the finale? Like, what are we moving towards? Because I know, of course, they want to do more seasons, but what are we moving towards this season? Because it has me scared, because anybody at this point, anybody can get it.
Yeah, I feel like that new place they discovered could be a foreshadow of having to relocate. We've been getting this hint of the flood for the longest, and what a great way to do a finales with a flood. I don't know if they have the budget for that, but if they do, come on, push through. I want to jump back some. The game is rigged. It's like playing a game of chess, except your opponent has all the pieces, but you start with a couple. The odds are stacked. It's just like chess. Your opponent knows the rules, but you don't. So you're just moving, and you make a move, or may not. But if you move in a certain way, you can move. It's just like that. They are just accidentally finding out ways to survive.
Yep. And in chess, every move you make, you have to be strategic. You just can't move. You have to be strategic.
Yes. Even them losing one of their monsters was intentional. Like the rook. Not the rook, but the pawn. Like
pawn,
pawn. We lost one, but it was for a bigger thing.
Yeah, and bigger pieces. So who's the king? Who's the queen?
Yeah. Give us that little remedy you got to kill us about you. Thanks. Which we haven't talked about since then, but a lot of stuff has happened. I feel like they grossly underestimate their intelligence. I think they just thought they were just brutal with no ability to feel or strategize. They got their lick back, that's for sure. Well, hell, they didn't show us what they could do until now.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't show their full hand, sneaky little.
I was like, ooh, letting out the animals. So look at that, letting out the animals. They can kill the animals. We could do. I said, okay.
Yo, I was so shocked.
Yeah.
The first episode when they was all in the hut, I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. What the fuck is going on here?
What show am I watching? Why are you walking around opening? Those are the monsters? Yikes.
Yeah. I said, oh, look at that.
Hey, Will, welcome. And yes, we did talk about Fatima and not getting in the Colony House. There was 2 theories we talked about. Either she's not able to because she's turning and the talismans are up, but she couldn't open the door to get in, or she stopped because she smelled the rotting food. Even though Julie read Jim for Filth, take a sip.
Oh, yeah.
Even though she read him for filth, when he was trying to talk to her again, she was like, no, I'm good. I'm just go for a walk. And Ethan was like, I'm going with her. He was like, okay, bruh, you don't care. Go with them. You don't care where your kids go. He was like, it's about to be nighttime. Y'all going for, we'll be back in time.
Yeah.
What?
We done with him.
What?
After Julie was like, probably like, follow me if you dare. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on, Ethan.
And I think Ethan Ethan is team Julie now. I've been abandoned by both parents at this point.
Exactly.
It's like a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I tell you, they robbing all he got is Julie. Victor gone, Tien gone. All he got is Julie.
What about his father?
No, he's not there really. You have to earn it. He got to earn it back.
Yeah, and y'all thought y'all slick were trying to make him interesting by this phone call at the end. No, doesn't matter. I don't care who's calling.
Yeah, I was like, it's too much shit going on. Click.
People are dead, and you're supposed to be. Click. We have to talk about it. Do we think it's? I don't know. Is it really Thomas?
I don't know. You can't really trust anything there.
Heck no.
So
it's too early to tell, I feel like. For me anyway.
Yeah. But he's so crazy. He'll probably leave anything. He holding on to
Yeah. Randall will say, I'm your son. He's gonna go.
I'll be shocked if he probably won't even tell anyone about the phone call.
Nope, not to the finale.
Yep.
Not gonna lie, I would have stayed my ass inside. Okay, period. And that's it. We're not going anywhere.
Yeah, to the daylight.
Boyd knows that the monsters don't want to kill him. Boyd should use that to his advantage. He's the only one who can walk right up to them without getting killed. Yeah, but that little plot armor can be twisted in other ways.
Yeah, I don't know
Exactly.
about that.
Yeah,
They can yoke
because
his ass up. Time.
Yeah, I
throw him in-
wouldn't. I
throw him
wouldn't
down the
test
well
it
again.
out. I think they're giving you a little bit of reprieve. I wouldn't keep testing it out.
yeah, don't think fat meat ain't greasy because it is.
And that's the way to break down the people more. Get rid of their leader.
But not, what could be worse is showing how immune their leader is, and
Mm.
that could cause dysfunction and breakdown because you're not in no risk. How you gonna tell us what to do? You're not even on the chopping block. We are.
Mm.
It takes one person, like the lady from The Mist, to stir up trouble, and it's over.
Yep. Yep.
And y'all ain't got no cans of peas to throw at her head.
No,
She's
because
starting, you know.
expiation, the book calls for blood. She was so crazy.
Ah, I know she was.
Another down payment. That's what she said. Another down payment.
Well, I only take one. Look at that. Stir everybody up.
Nah, at this point, I will put my foot down because one, who you talking to, Julie?
No.
No.
Julie earned that because I felt that because especially when she did the backstory of how they were when Thomas passed away.
Yeah.
I'm the child. Sometimes parents don't understand that there's a specific role you have to parent. Those are the children. That's not her role to do that. So no, he earned all of that.
Silver, are you telling us you're a gym fan?
Ooh.
Take a sip, and that's fine. Everyone's welcome. You just have to stay in the town, but
I think we got to normalize that, though. We got to normalize moments where children are able to set the parents
Mhm.
straight, you know, to express themselves a little bit more because, you know, it's at the end of the day, they people going through the same damn experiences you're going through, and your actions, your dumbass actions affect, you know, what the
Every
hell they got
time.
going on.
Yeah, he needed that because he put them at risk, and she had to be responsible for Ethan. That's a lot of pressure because he just be going after goats and stuff, and
Yeah.
now that's a lot.
he's not even present. He still think we fucking watching Teletubbies. Ethan don't know what's going on. If he tried to chastise her for cussing at him in that moment, I would have been very disappointed.
Yeah.
Like, for real, that's what you worried about. Every time Jim answers the phone, he do something.
That's
stupid.
what I said. Watch him because he ain't gonna tell anybody about that phone call. Just gonna be taking the phone calls, telling him to do. Yeah.
I thought Sarah was bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all trying to trap us. Take a sip. Jim didn't say nothing when Julie and said Ethan almost died too.
Yeah, he just was like staring. That's why I was like,
okay.
Because again, it's selfish. Like,
To his
and
point, we always dying. So y'all just relax. What? You're my father.
and she was more realistic than him because she already thinking Tabitha mom is dead. You know what I mean?
Period.
So you all we got left. So get it together.
She said, "Boy was out there this amount of days. Mom's been gone way longer than that. What do you think she's doing out there knitting scarves for us to come back?" I'm not saying Boy should walk right up to them with no caution. However, I think he has better chance to talk to them. Yikes, and try to get answers from them.
I don't know if they would. They're not gonna give him answers. I don't think they playing with him.
Not a parent-teacher conference with the monsters.
I don't see it.
In the real world, yes. In Fromville, get your ass in the house. Well, I think Fatima did smell food, but she also changing. Fatima will be chess move that the hashtag Team Humans won't see coming. Tian Chen was a check.
Yep.
It was a check.
That's why I said be cautious in that house because something brewing.
Yep. And to kill the king is checkmate.
Ooh.
So, and that's the last move. You take out the queen sometimes before then. Sometimes you don't have to.
Oh my God.
Try to kill the queen first because she's the deadliest piece on the board.
She did with Montana.
Or is it Tabitha? Don't sleep on Tabitha because
Lois Lane.
Every time Jim. Oh yeah, we said that. Okay, great. They need to revoke his phone privileges. Matter of fact, take the phone out the house, please.
Yeah. And
Who's
remember, this is not
calling?
the first time because didn't someone when he's at Colony House, didn't someone call Jim too and say your wife is
On
digging,
the
right?
radio. On the
Yeah,
radio.
on
He always
radio. Yeah, he always get a
It's Thomas. Thomas knows his dad was good in technology, so he's gonna reach out to him through technology.
I don't know if this is Thomas though.
Something like Thomas. Because the chosen one has to free the children. Tabitha.
Tabitha. Yeah, and they said that every chosen person has failed, right? To free the children.
Yeah, but she won't. She won't fail, y'all. We believe in Lois Lane. Maybe all along the monsters just wanted to chill out. Maybe if Boyd asked them if they want to watch Netflix and chill, they might be friendly. Oliver, would you Netflix and chill with one of the monsters?
I wouldn't.
No, once that face changed to unnormal, I can't do it.
Nah.
I'm not into it.
No, not after what they, the face, I could deal with the face, but it's the fact that what they do to your body.
Yeah.
Just
and
they
just
go
kill,
in.
Yeah, and just kill me. They play with you. Like they want to make you suffer. Don't be doing all that. Just a nice swipe to the neck.
Yeah.
Take me out. Don't
Keep
be
it
doing
cute.
all that extra stuff.
Keep it very demure.
Yeah, very. Yeah, you do it too much.
Quick
Yes.
1-2 and move.
It's like they be taking
Hats
chunks
off to
out.
Boyd though. If that was me though, the fact that he stayed with me and kept his eyes open and was talking to me, that was serious though. That he was able to do that. I said, wow.
He was traumatized for sure because he was doing that chant over and over and over, which is probably all he could do to mute out the screams and the tears of flesh that we all heard. I think it's also interesting that Ethan asked his dad if they'll still live at Tion Chin's house now that she's passed. Who else? I mean,
where else would they go?
Y'all got a playroom now. That's not funny, but
yeah, I said, where else would they go?
Yeah,
Shit, ain't like I'm scared of ghosts. I'm scared of the shit outside floating around.
I actually want her to come and haunt.
Yeah.
Can the monsters even kill Boyd since the worms incident? Well, they're out of his body.
Yeah. I think that was just for that period. I don't think that.
We need to circle back to that. While y'all fill them gasoline cans, go find one of those that blood and drink some bullets in it and take that with you. The monsters seem only to target. They don't torture animals, just the rest. I don't know why that was funny. They do not bother the animals. They will let
They
them.
took that cow out.
Oh, exactly. In front of Jay. They ripped his throat right out.
They can. They're just playing with you because they show that they can bother those animals if they want to. And that's another thing too. They can show you they can wipe out the animals anytime they want to. You know what I mean?
We'll go on this thing and rip out everybody's throat.
I think that's why they got new writers, because I'm like, this shit seemed way left field from what y'all was doing in season 1 and season 2. So I feel like somebody pitched an idea and was like, yo, they're gonna be a little bit more ruthless. This is what they really can do. They've been playing possum the whole time, so I think they switched it up.
And I think they switched it up too because people we got now, they really trying to figure out how to get out of there. So they're not being passive. They're trying to find a way out. So I think that's why they amping it up too.
Yes, Leo. And where was that cow the next day? On Donna's table in
That's right. Where's the cow?
The cow over getting the meat.
I loved when she said that. Where's the cow? We need to preserve that meat. Boy was like, what?
This is real sad, but like, come on, we gotta get that cow in the house. I can have some supper.
I know. I loved Boyd. He was like, what?
When they kill animals, it's only to cause problems for the people. They don't seem to target animals the way because they provide the animals, so it doesn't really matter about what they do. They give them to them.
Yeah, they give him setting up even that cabbage. They probably put the cabbage there. You know what I mean?
Just a little treat here, the little,
give you a little taste, a little taste
of what y'all could have, but you're not. Okay, so what do we want to see moving forward? Episode 2 still super early. We know we get a break episode 5 and 6. So for episodes 3 and 4, what do you want to see? Well, episode 3.
Well, since we're not getting no break till 5 or 6, I guess we still keep up this flow because I think we had a moment with TN, but I think again they're not going to let up. They're not going to give you a break. I think we still going straight into figuring out how we get on the offensive, what we do with this new place we found with the food. Fatima, I think is going to be amping it up where we got to worry about her because I'm feeling like each episode she getting a little bit more to the left. So I'm concerned about Colony House. So I think we just go 0 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
No break.
I do have
think
a
the
synopsis
funeral
for
was
next
it.
Yeah, I do have a synopsis for next week.
Oh, was it?
Kenny leads a group into the forest in search of food. Wait. Okay, this is episode 3. Like, in search of food or to kill shit. Okay, whatever. Donna and Ellis try to talk Boyd out of a dangerous plan.
Oh, boy.
Of course she would. Tabitha makes a mind-bending discovery. Fatima questions the welfare of her unborn baby.
So I would be questioning that in this episode.
You know, I don't know if we can say that live, but she has a lot of things she needs to question. A lot of this. Oh, yes, it is. The trailer is fire. And I saw somebody foot in the bear trap.
Oh, I didn't see the trailer.
Can we do that?
No, don't do it. Because they're going to fade us to black.
Well, we'll tag the trailer in the link below. Okay.
Yeah.
So check out that season, but it does look good. And I do think whatever Tabitha discovers is gonna blow our minds.
Yeah, she's doing it. Tabitha's doing it.
I guess I would love to see like a solo episode where we follow one character and it's just it's straight up horror. It's like, you know, from a very like
specific,
isolated, specific, you know, and it's very like maybe someone just decides to go, maybe Kenny decides to just go rogue and he goes down in the fucking caverns.
No, Tyrone.
You know,
let's give Kenny a break. Let's give somebody.
That was gonna be my question to you, Ty. Who would you pick? Which character in this cast would give you that horror element that you want to see as a final boy or final girl in this moment that's going through whatever this supernatural situation is?
I think you'd like my pick though, Jade. I think Jade would be very entertaining because he could bring us some comedic relief, but he could also bring us the horror, and then them fucking with his brain, because now we starting to see like these monsters can be cerebral with it. So I feel like if we had one episode where it's just Jade off by himself and having to survive, you know, and we just focus on the horror of surviving the night, because we've seen it before where someone's trapped under a house or some shit and it's like, oh, you hear him, but never in a very intimate setting. Like I need an episode where it's very intimate.
I like that.
That was my choice as well, bro. That was a good one. I agree. And it goes back to what we've been saying. In order to be a great horror, actor, the other genres you have to be able to master.
Yep.
And so like Jay does that. I was gonna say Sarah or Julie, but I may be a little bored with Sarah, Julie, but
Julie, I can see. I like Jade or Julie. I like both of those.
Yeah. I think Julie screams final girl. Maybe not.
Yeah, and she up there now. She topping my. She up there. She moved up some notches on my list. She can't go anywhere yet.
Or what if we do Fatima, but she's in like this coma, but in her coma she's going through these different like demonic trials or attacks, and it's real for her because if she doesn't come, like I would think about Nightmare on Elm Street vibe to it. What she's experiencing is really happening to her.
And when she wakes up, what does she come back as?
Transformed, because she doesn't complete her task. But that's the cliffhanger. We don't know if she makes it to the portal in time, or if she shrinks it, whatever she has to do to get out. My theory was that Fromville is a spiritual prison. Come on, spiritual prison created by God to contain the devil. As the devil tries to break free, he creates holes in the supernatural prison, allowing people to fall in. If that's not the story, that's a really dope concept.
That's a good concept. I like that.
Yeah, Oliver, DM me. We can talk about putting something together for that. That's really cool.
I love that.
Yeah, that's dope. Sarah is on her redemption arc. Yeah, she told Julie she could talk to her if she needed. She may die. and she's gonna start making her way back into the fold from being ostracized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then she's gonna die.
Yeah, but she communicates. That's the thing too. Like how she showed up so quickly. You
Yeah.
are gonna need Sarah because Sarah is still able to hear them and can kind of know what's going on. I think that's
Mhm.
what her key is going to be.
Yeah, and I believe Julie may be getting that gift as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep.
Maybe all the people who went under Junkie Rowe, Randall.
Junkie Rogue said, "I'm a pediatrician nurse, so it's either me or nothing, sweet."
For real, and I felt her there.
Yeah.
Take it or what? What?
And if I was Ellis, like, okay, you did say pediatrician nurse. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Listen, she could have been a school nurse. She could have
For
been a
real?
veterinarian.
Okay, a
it's-
church nurse.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like, whoa, you got some medical background.
You literally could have just been logging people, signing people up for benefits, but you gonna come in here and do it. I want to have like equipment, like to help with like ultrasounds or
Oh yeah.
pro vitamins or whatever they called. All the things you need when you're pregnant.
Yeah.
I
I would be
wonder-
so petrified giving birth there. That's going to be crazy.
just leave it there. Do y'all think Sarah was also chosen or just crazy? I think two things can be true.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
Because maybe they were able to latch onto her because she was a little bit.
out of there.
Yeah.
We can't say crazy no more.
Yeah. Just a little
Different.
different. Yes.
Just like Elgin. Slim pickings when it comes to medical help. Okay.
Hey, it's what you got.
Okay.
I'll take ex-addict pediatric nurse
Period. Just keep them hands steady.
over nothing.
But yeah, I want to see in episode 3 more drama. I want Tabitha to keep Lois Lanning getting us all the things that we need to empower her to come back home and save the people.
Yep.
That's what I want. And I want her home by episode 4.
Yes.
Wonder what the new ambulance will bring from
We're
the
gonna
trailer.
watch the trailer.
Tabitha.
Oh shit. Damn,
Okay,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
even
watch
see
the
the trailer.
trailer.
yet.
Yeah, I gotta watch
Yeah.
it after this.
Sorry, y'all. Having a baby is easily the worst thing to do here during a
Seriously.
zombie
Period.
But I think it's a trend. Like, what is it? The
Dawn of
Quiet
the Dead.
Place.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Quiet
Oh
Place.
my god, that was crazy.
Quick question, y'all. And everybody in the comments. Could you survive Quiet Place or From Land?
Oh,
From Land.
I
From
might
Land.
have to do From Land because I was like, even with my kittens, I can't be quiet. I was thinking about the new Quiet Place. They take me out, the cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with From Land because I don't think I could be quiet like that. No, you can't even
I
move.
Because you can't be around nobody. Like somebody
Mm-mm.
fart and they sleep, it's a wrap.
Oh yeah,
Everybody dead.
It's real bad for everybody.
yeah. I did that test. Y'all saw that thing where people was doing that trend where they had their cats to see if they could survive. I took 2 steps. I was dead. Yeah. No.
Well, at least everybody will smell good, Ty.
Oh. Yeah. Give me
Yes.
From Land.
Yes.
There's always someone that can't pull out in the apocalypse or in every other day. But yes, yes,
Mhm.
very, very true. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Like Sylvester said, work
Mhm.
out, shoot the club up, come up here, go wash clothes, and then do it all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they don't have more babies there.
Mm-hmm. Especially Colony House.
Okay, see, we're doing so good.
Yeah. Colony House. Those folks
We
over
believe in
there.
population control. Dion, welcome. I don't know if it's going to be the next episode or one down the line, but we are supposed to be getting 2 new survivors in Fromville. Of course. I know one of them. We all know one, right?
Yeah, from I be in the crib.
No matter what happens, you'll be in the crib. It don't matter what situation, Silver.
Well,
Alien invasion, that's fine.
yeah,
I'll be in
like,
the crib. Definitely From rather than Quiet Place.
yeah.
With that completely. Be careful, y'all. Those pockets will start opening up. I forgot who pitched that. Oh, Leo. Yeah. Those pockets. Fromville.
Hey, no way I'm not talking. Oh, hey, Paul.
DM somebody.
Oh,
We'll make sure you have a way to watch it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Me and Kira said we might do a teleparty, maybe, because you guys know the teleparty.
Oh yes.
I understand it.
No.
I'm not familiar with it, but I got
Yeah,
it.
and if somebody have MG, if I'm pretty sure I'm gonna test it. If I could do it that way, I could send out a link for people to come on and watch it with us.
The finale.
Oh, that might be fun, right?
Yeah, we'll work out the
Yes.
logistics, everybody. We'll get a live party going. For the
Yeah,
finale.
and then you can
Talk
type
some
in there
shit.
and stuff. Yeah, we'll test it out because we do have an account for that. We just gotta
hello.
test it out.
Oh, not a budget season 3. Look at us. Go.
Yeah, that might be fun for finale.
Yeah.
Yes, finale night.
Mhm.
I love it.
Oh. If I was in From, I think I would be trying to travel out of it, either by foot or by any available vehicle. I'd be in a lot of danger, but I refuse to accept that there's no way out. And yeah, that's what everyone would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Until you'll snap out of it and realize that circle that you keep driving around in, it don't stop.
That circle you keep walking around in, you know.
Bro, it don't stop. All right. This has been so exciting and heartbreaking and fun to talk about this episode. I feel like we've been through so much, and it's only episode 2, y'all.
I know.
I'm ready for next week's episode, Mousetrap.
Oh, Mousetrap is what
That's the name of the episode, and in the trailer, you're going to understand why.
Oh, I'm watching it to be done.
Yeah, get ready. Speaking of Quiet Place, actually. Yeah, let's get ready for next week. Everybody that's watching, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, turn on those notifications, those bells. We'll be back here every Wednesday talking about From season 3. We're always going to have a drinking game. Our cups are probably empty. Mine is definitely done. So make sure that you come with your refills next week because we're going to have more to talk about. And yeah, I'm Tamon Kane. You can find me right here talking about From. You can find me on Geeking Out on Mondays and on Screen Kings season 3 coming soon.
And I'm the Evil Tyrone. You know, you catch me on Evil Live, YouTube, TikTok, all the social medias. You know, chopping it up with the lovely co-host Lady Evil. You know, doing our thing.
And I'm Mika, one half of a double feature podcast. And you can just follow us at a double feature podcast on YouTube and Instagram. And I've just been enjoying hanging out with you guys every Wednesday, talking about From.
Yes, this is a highlight of the week.
It is. I'm like, come on. Let's get to it. And then the hardest part is not talking about it in our chat.
I know our chat. I'm like, wait. We got Wednesday.
All I can do is about tear emoji. I think we will see Martin again in his true form. I have a strong feeling that there are important clues to be found in Victor's mother's paintings, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, good night to you too. We had some really cool people and new people show up tonight.
Chat. Great
Okay.
chat.
Yes.
That means more people are watching. We're doing our job.
Yeah.
Harold, he retweeted us. He liked our stuff. So, like, he is watching. You've been saying it all along. They're watching.
Yes.
They're watching. So, like, we want to give that love back. Thank you guys so much. Dion, thank you for stopping by. Anna Babe, how about that? Anna Babe, how are you? Silver, thank you so much.
Yes.
Steph, thank you for coming to hang out. We have Paul Draws. Oh, I was okay. Yes, I understand. We have Oliver, Leo, Black Horse Survivors, and everyone else that we've already mentioned. Thank you so much. Please come back and hang out with us again next week, and we will see you. Peace.
Bye, everyone.